Hey guys, Ryan here with Tonic Site Shop, and in this quick video, I'm going to be walking you through the Boulevardier blog pages. I'm going to be showing you how they connect to WordPress, how you can update this page if needed, but also show you how it's already all set up for you as long as you have a WordPress installation with your Showit account and you have blog posts in there. So if you click on the site tab here, you scroll down, you're going to see a handful of blog templates. The blog is the blog archive page. So this is going to be, if you're yourdomain.com/blog, where all of your blog posts live on that page. We have the single post page. So this page is going to be a template of what your actual individual blog posts will look like. We also have a version 2, so you can actually select if you'd like it to look like this, or if you'd like it to look something like this with a big featured image in there as well. And I'll show you how you can switch back and forth between those. We have a podcast page here. So if you have a podcast category, this is going to kind of elevate that category page for you. We have a standard category page here. Again, I'm going to show you how all this works, how it's already all linked up. And then a page template. So if you have any pages in your WordPress account, it's going to use this template. Now, this isn't used very often because when we create pages with Showit, we actually want to create them over here. We have a lot more design control. And then the last one we have is the WordPress 404 page. So this is going to show if someone has, typed in a URL that doesn't actually exist on your website. It's going to show up this page here, which is nice because it looks really pretty. It's like, hey, sorry, page not found. But if they scroll down, they have call to actions and they can check out other areas of your website. So let's go back up to the blog page here. Now, the first thing that we see, I'll actually go over here. I'm on a demo site here, is we can see this is a big kind of featured blog post area. Now in Showit, this canvas, if we select the canvas settings here, it's using Showit's post view lookup settings. So what this is going to do is currently, because there's no category or tag identified, it's going to just rotate the 3 latest blog posts. Now, let's say we want to only show featured blog posts in this area. What we could do is we can create a category called featured and then assign however many blog posts we want to that category, and then it will show up here. But we have to type in featured here. So under category slug, let's go ahead and do that. We're going to type in featured, and then we want it to show 3. You could update this if you want to say 6 or 5 or 4, any number, but we're going to do 3. So let's go ahead and hit publish. And while this publishes, what we need to do is we need to go back over to WordPress. Now, once you log into your WordPress dashboard, go ahead and click on or hover over posts and then click on categories. You're going to want to make sure you have a category of featured. Now, this can say whatever you want. This doesn't have to be featured. This could be most read or favorites or anything like that. But for simplicity, we're just going to use featured. Now, I already have a category of featured. If you don't, you could literally just type in featured and then click add new category, and it's going to add that featured category for you. If we click quick edit, you're going to see the name of the category and you're going to see the slug of the category. So that just needs to match up. The slug needs to match up in this area right here. Again, it could be for any category you want, but just one per canvas. So now that we have this category, let's go to all posts, and we just want to make sure that we have some posts categorized as featured. You can see this post here starts with 00, is categorized as featured. If we scroll down, we might see some more in here. We see this one featured and this one featured. So now that that's all set up, if we go back to our blog page and we refresh, we're going to see 0, 0. And if I click this, we should see 7. And then the next one should be 8. Perfect, just like that. And then we hit this again, and it's going to go right back to 0, 0. So this is how you can actually update this section to show whatever you want, the most recent of a specific category or tag, which is a really cool feature. Popping down here, the next thing within the blog we see is the blog categories navigation bar. So let's go ahead and click on that. What we have is this button here should lead back to the home page, or you can actually have it linked to the blog homepage by just selecting the page and then selecting blog under blog templates. So either one, these are meant to be directing people to specific categories. Now, first, we want to make sure that we have that category already set up. I luckily already have the marketing category. So you can see here, if you don't, again, just type in marketing and then hit enter, and it's going to create that marketing category for you. Once you have it selected, go ahead and click on quick edit, and you're going to see the slug here. We're going to double click and then copy that slug. Let's jump over back to Showit. Now we have the marketing text box selected, and the link is /category / and then we're just going to paste that category slug there. We're going to click out and it's going to save that. Let's go ahead and hit publish. And then again, once this is done publishing, what we can do is head back over here and we can refresh. And you'll notice now when I click on marketing, it's going to take me to the category marketing page, right? And we can see filed in marketing, just like that. And if I scroll down, you're going to see all of the posts that have been categorized as marketing, which I believe it's just these 3, 5, 6, and 7. So let's head back over here, hit all posts. And if we go and we filter by category and we want marketing, we hit filter, we can just double check that we only have those 3, 5, 6, and 7. So if we hit all, and let's say we actually want to add, this post and 1 and 2, so 3 more, and add that to the marketing category, we're going to select all 3 of these. Under bulk actions, hit edit, apply. We're going to click on marketing under categories and then hit update. Once that's done updating, we can actually go back to this page and we should be able to refresh and actually see that now it says 0, 0, 1, 2, and if we scroll down, it's going to show 5 and 6. You'll notice it doesn't show 7, and I'll show you why now. Within WordPress, we can actually set up how many posts show on a page. So if we go over here and we click on settings, and then we click on reading, you can see that I have it set to 5. So it's only going to show 5 posts at most. And that makes sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's actually set this up and display 6 posts. Hit save changes. And then we're going to refresh and you're going to see that it shows 6 posts now. Now keep in mind, this does affect the actual blog page as well. So if we go back here, type in blog, we scroll down, we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then pagination. So 6 is a good number for this template because it is a side-by-side, so it's going to be always staying even. Let's go back over to Showit. Now you can update these titles. Obviously, not all of you are going to have a marketing category, so you can just double click in here and rename it to whatever you want. Maybe it's lifestyle. We're going to hit the blue check mark, and then you would just have to make sure that this URL goes to category and then lifestyle. And then you'd hit publish. And then again, make sure that under posts, categories, you create a lifestyle category, and then it would show up here. Then you can assign some post to the lifestyle category, and then it would work just like that. So let's go back to the blog page, and Now we're into the latest post area. So on the blog demo here, we can see that it's just going back and forth and displaying all of our blog posts. Now, all of this is already set up within your template, so you don't actually have to change anything. The only things you should change if you want would be the welcome to the blog text. You can say welcome to the journal or something like that. And then the latest, you can update this text as well. And then I would recommend updating this text here, as this is just lorem ipsum. Now, the rest of the content on this blog archive page is going to be handled by you. You just go through and just update all of this content. You can actually manually add these in and then link them. So you can go in and double click, add your post title. So these are going to be top posts. You can check your Google Analytics to see what posts are performing best, and then add them here to continue to drive traffic to those posts. Under link, make sure it's set to URL, and then just type in the URL starting with https:// and then type in the URL there to the exact post. Now let's quickly go through the rest of these. So the single post page here, if you click the single post page, click on page and make sure that you click on single post here, because we want to see template info on the right hand side here. And then the WordPress template should be single post. Now you can only have one single post. So on single post alt, it needs to be unchecked, selected. So right now we're using this template. So let's go ahead and go to our blog. And if we just click an example blog post here, you're going to see that it's using this template here. So we have our post title, the category, when it's been posted, and then all of our post content. Let's say we don't want to use this one. Let's go and hit page, click the page title, single post, we're going to set to none. And then we're going to go back to site, and then we're going to click single post alt. And then under WordPress template, let's click that drop down and click post list. Single post. Let's hit publish. And once this is done publishing, we're going to be able to go back to our blog post here and refresh, and you're going to see that it uses a completely new design. So that's how you switch back between these two. Now, Podcast WP, this is set up to be a custom template. So we have it set to where if you have a podcast category, then it's going to use this category. So you just have to make sure that the category slug is actually podcast. So let's go ahead and check how to do that. So under posts and categories, you can see I actually have a podcast category already created. If you don't, go ahead and type in podcast here and then click add new category. Now let's hit quick edit, and under slug, we just want to make sure that this, we're going to copy that, matches this. Now I know it already does, but if yours is different, go ahead and change that. So this is going to use a special category page for the podcast category only. So what we can do is let's go back to the blog. And here's a post that's categorized as podcast. Let's go ahead and click on podcast. And you're going to see catch up on the latest episodes. All of these have been categorized as podcast. And then we have these two call to actions at the bottom. So that's the difference between this podcast page and the normal category page. Now, so this is just set to WordPress template category. So all of the other categories are going to use this design rather than this design. So let's check that out. So under category, let's go back to our blog. And let's try the weddings category. So let's click on weddings, and you're going to see that it actually automatically uses the category title. So in Showit, it just says category, but on the actual page, it's going to say weddings. If we scroll down, we see all of the posts that have been categorized as wedding here. Like I mentioned, page is not used often. So if you have pages within your dashboard here, listed under pages, all of these pages are going to use this template. So let's just use this as an example. Let's click view, and we're going to see that it actually uses that template that we see here. So big title up top, post content, and then this section here. So in Showit, you see a big title at top. We have our post content and then that section. Last but not least, 404 page. This is going to show up when someone goes to a page that doesn't actually exist on your website. So ABC 123, hit enter. Now, obviously, we don't have a page called ABC 123, so it's going to show 404 and it's going to show the call to actions. So that is how the blog templates work on your Boulevardier template. If you guys have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out. Have a great day. Bye.